Hello and welcome to 11-9. Today we're going to be solving integer equations. Now, if you can remember to some previous lessons, integers just mean positive and negative numbers. We're going to be solving some equations. Remember, equations have equal signs. Okay, the entrance to the Great Pyramid of Khufu is 55 feet above ground, so that'd be plus 55. The underground chamber is 102 feet below, so that'd be negative 102 feet below ground. From the entrance, what is the distance to the underground chamber? Okay, so to solve this problem, you can use the equation containing integers. So if I say 55 plus d is going to equal negative 102. So D is equal to the distance to the underground chamber from the entrance to the underground chamber, I guess, if you want to say. Okay, so that's going to give us our distance. So our 55 is a positive number, so I'm going to subtract 55 from both sides. Okay, so then I would have negative 102 minus 55. All right, and I have a saying for you. If the signs are the same, find the sum. So that means if you have two negatives, you're going to add. If you have two positives, obviously, you're going to add. If the signs are different, find the difference. And we're going to subtract the numbers. And then we're going to ask ourselves positive or negative, that sort of thing from there. But I just really like that saying. If the signs are the same, find the sum. If the signs are different, find the difference. Is negative 157 feet from the entrance to the ground chamber? It is, sorry. The sign is negative, which means you go down 157 feet. The identity property for addition shows you to simplify d plus 0 to d in the last step of the sample above. Yeah, that's a good reason. So we need to know that that's because the identity property that we can drop the 0 plus d. Okay, so let's do some problems. Okay, so here it says, ask us to solve each equation, check your answer. Sorry, it's a little downhill, but okay, so I have negative 3a equals 15. So what I want to see you doing is dividing both sides by a negative 3. And I'm going to get a equals 15 divided by 3, or negative 5 is where we're at for our answer there. So that's for this one. Kind of just threw a bunch of problems so we can do a bunch of examples so that we can get through it quicker. Here I have negative 8 plus y equals a negative 13. Okay, so I need to add 8 to both sides. That's going to get me a 0 plus y equals, if the signs are the same, find the sum. They're not, they're different, so I need to find the difference. 13 minus 8 is 5. And my negative number is larger, so it's going to be a negative 5 for y. Y equals a negative 5. Look at that. Both of them are negative 5s. What a coinkydink. That was A. So also A. Now let's do B. I really want to show you all of the steps so that you can show me the steps on your work. So here I have n minus 2 equals a negative 8. Okay, so I notice I always like to draw a box around what I'm trying to get rid of. And this is a negative 2. So I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Negative 2 plus 2 gets me to a 0. Okay, if the signs are the same, find the sum. If the signs are different, find the difference. So I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. The negative is a larger number, so it's going to be a negative 6. So n is equal to negative 6. Okay, here we just have a bunch of problems that we're going to go through. I'll start here. 5 plus x equals negative 6, so I need to subtract 5 from both sides. X is equal to, signs are the same, so we're going to find the sum, negative 11. Number 2, y minus 9 equals a negative 7. So I'm going to, it's negative 9, so I need to add 9 to both sides. Signs are different, so I need to find the difference here. I'm going to subtract 9 minus 7 to get 2. And then the positive is the larger number, so my answer is going to be positive. All right, number 3. Negative 6a equals 24. Divide both sides by a negative 6. And I would get a is equal to, 24 divided by 6 is 4. There's one negative, negative 4. And 4. X divided by 5 equals a negative 9. I'm going to multiply both sides by 5 to get that x is equal to a negative 45. For good measure, let's do one more. Negative 2r equals 10. So I'm multiplying here. I would divide both sides by a negative 2. So r is equal to 10 divided by 2, or 5, and it's a negative. All right, so this isn't too bad here. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit trickier. Definitely gets trickier when we add in those inequalities. There's another step we get to add into there, so that'll be fun. But that's all that I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.